Hi everyone, I'm the BTS Trader, and yes, this is my second favorite sweatshirt. I backtest market data to help you make better trading decisions. Today, we're going to look at what's the best profit target for those scalping the S&P 500. If you've watched my other videos, you're probably thinking to yourself, hey, you're always trying to talk people out of day trading, so what's with this scalping video? To be honest, I'm just going along with the YouTube algorithm. People on YouTube really just want to see videos about day trading and scalping, so there's not much I can do about it. As I always like to say in my videos, I'm really here just to provide data, so it's really up to you to decide how you use it. That being said, you're gonna see some data that shows you probably shouldn't scalp the S&P 500. But before we begin, please hit that like and subscribe button to show your support for the channel. So we're back in multi-charts using SPY on the 5-minute chart, but I'll show you as usual how I format the instrument. So we're using 5 minutes, US stocks regular trading session, roughly 10 years of back-tested data on exchange time. Let me show you how I format the signal and the strategy. So we are using tiered per month commission rules according to the interactive brokers. I put slippage at 0 because I honestly don't know how to calculate slippage on like a 5-minute charts. I've never traded, I've never traded a system on a 5-minute chart, to be honest, so I don't really know. I mean, SPY is very liquid, but it's still also a 5-minute chart. And we are using this bar magnifier looking at 1-minute data for all these trades. I'm not going to do the tick because that takes so long to download. So generally I don't like to show my code for the strategy, but I'll do it this time because, well, in my opinion, this strategy is actually untradeable, so there's no point not sharing it. But basically, buy next bar at high stop, set exit on close. We're going to set a profit target, and I'm actually not going to set a stop because you'll see in one of the tests that I do later that setting a stop deeply negatively impacts the strategy. So here's the optimization report for the profit target in the SPY, and you can see that the highest net profit is 15 cents. I know this looks like an impressive number, but we'll go through the strategy performance report and I'll tell you why that this is not really possible to trade. And as usual, I'm actually not going to use this 109 or this 15 cents. I'm going to use the 20 just so that we could squeeze out a little bit more per average trade. So we're in a strategy performance report, and you can see this number is different than the optimization report because it's including the tiered commission. So 54,000. Here's the commission paid, another 54,000. So 85% profitable. I mean, drawdown is actually not bad, 4,384. I mean, we've in longer strategies, you'll see drawdowns of around 12,000-ish, 10,000, something like that. Return on capital, whoa, 1,300. I believe if you like bought and hold the SPY, like 100 shares, it's like percentage-wise is like 300% return over 10 years, or I'm not sure, something like that. So performance ratio 0.94. I once heard a MIT professor say that anything over 0.5 is considered a good Sharpe ratio. So this is a good Sharpe ratio. And equity curve, bottom left, top right, very smooth, right? Nothing to not like about that. But here is where everything falls apart for us as retail traders. 16,000 trades over 10 years. And you're only making $3.33 per trade. I mean, for any discretionary trader, that's, you can't do it. You're not able to do this. You won't be able to and that's one reason why I showed you my coding for this strategy. So even though everything looks very impressive, it's an impossible strategy for a retail trader, in my opinion. I mean, I guess you could try it. You're free to do whatever you want, but I'm not going to try it, to be honest. Annual period analysis, all profitable. Last 2 years, 90%. You know, for scalpers, they say, hey, if you're going to be a successful scalper, you got to be profitable like 80+% of the time. Well, that's what you're getting here. But yet, as I showed you in the total trade analysis, it's absolutely untradeable for normal retail traders. So now we're actually going to look at the MES because it is a bit different just for the fact that they have different, you know, they have longer trading hours. For those of you who don't know, this is the micro micro E-mini S&P 500 contract. And yes, we're on the 5-minute chart. Let's just take a look at this real fast again. 5 minutes. Session time is CME equity index futures, 10 years exchange time. And just to confirm again, using the 1 minute bar magnification, back testing, whatever you want to call it, tiered per monthly, no slippage because I just don't know how to guess that, and one contract. And here's the optimization report for the MES for the profit target. And once again, we see, yep, $15 is the highest. But we are going to use the 20, just like as before. We're just going to try to bump up that average trade just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, use 6. Even if you use 6, it wouldn't matter. I mean, you need an average trade way higher than this with less trade. And you can see, like, as before, 13. I mean, I'm not sure what it was before, but yeah, 13,000 total trades. 82% profitable. You know, this is exactly what, you know, people who teach you scalping says, oh, that's what you need to be a successful scalper. I mean, yeah, if you're an institution, that's what you need. As a retail trader, this is impossible. So we'll look in that strategy performance report. So here's a strategy performance report. Like we saw before, 57,000. We paid 31,000 in commission, 82% profitable. Drawdown is even less than last time. Sharp ratio 1.36, very nice. Equity curve looks very nice as well, so nothing to complain about. But as last time, 13,000 trades to on average only make $4.28 per trade. Just not possible for retail traders, even with a computer. So yeah, even just this year, 1,000 trades, 88% profitable. But, you know, I've never made that many trades as a discretionary trader. I don't think I've made 1,000 trades as a discretionary trader in my life, probably. And here last year, total number of trades, 2,700 to 2,740. I mean, basically just call it 3,000, right? 91% profitable. But, I mean, as retail traders, we just cannot do this. Institutional traders, yes, I think they can do this. I mean, if they see this, I mean, if they see what I see, I'm sure they've tested something like this. I'm sure they're actually trading something close enough to what this is. But they're working on a different level than we are completely. Even as a systematic trader, like someone who uses a computer to trade, I don't think systematic traders could even do this. You know, I just don't think the system, the infrastructure, anything is stable enough to really achieve what this shows us. Here's the last optimization report I want to show you, and this is actually including a stop in the MES, because there's all these, you know, people who are trying to teach you scalping. They're trying to say, okay, you're going to risk 1 to make 2. So, you know, R2 is literally $20, and so that means you're going to be willing to risk $10. But, you know, they have all this math equation showing you that you will be profitable if you do this. No, back tests show you will not be profitable. In fact, you will lose. I think our strategy showed in the MES that we made like $57. You will lose $500,000. And anyone, and that's, people who build systems or who, back test, they know actually that adding a stop loss into almost any trading system actually doesn't work. I mean, you put them in there because for psychological reasons, and even just like as a pure safety belt, like a real pure safety belt. But in terms of here, it shows you like, okay, if you're gonna risk, let's say you're only gonna risk $1 in the MES, you're gonna lose $2 million. You would have potentially lost $2 million over the last 10 years. And anyone knows this because, the tighter your stop, the more you're gonna get stopped out. And you can see here in the 20, you're getting to $250,000 still, so you're losing less because you're moving your stop. So as you can guess, if you don't have a stop, that's why you would actually be, well, not you, but an institution or market maker / whatever trader, they could actually make money doing this without the stop. And so, but this really goes to show you that people who say, okay, this strategy works because you're going to be 80% of the time you're going to be profitable and you're going to risk 1 to make 2, but this shows you, look, your percent profitability, we did have like a strategy that showed us, was it an 80 to 90% profitable? But once you add in this $10 stop, your profitability actually goes down. That's just how it works. I mean, I guess they don't, people on YouTube, they don't like to tell you how, changing something in your trading strategy affects the whole system, as they call it. But, that's why I'm here. I like to show you the back test on this. So there you go. You can see that in the MES, the best scalping target is about 1 point, which equals $20. In the SPY, it's basically a fraction of that at 20 cents. But as a reminder, despite the fact that we saw what looked like a very impressive back test, it's really untradeable for almost any retail trader. Even though we saw that the strategy provided a really high percent of profitable trades, we also see that the average trade is extremely low and that the total number of trades is really high. So for any retail discretionary trader, it's really almost impossible to scalp the S&P 500. And unfortunately, in a way, we see why the rich get richer, because a real big institution probably could trade this, and they probably do. I mean, I'm not sure if this is considered high frequency trading, but it's pretty close, I would imagine. But as I always say in my videos, you're free to trade any way you want. So at least you have the data to know what profit target you should be going after if you're trying to scalp the S&P 500. So that's it for this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.